be 7.5 laps in the Ondieki 3,000 metres. Now Spencer last year took out this title and he's the one to watch, looking to go back to back and become only the second person in the race's 18th editions to go back to back and claim 2 titles. It'll be an impressive effort. Already seeing one of our interstate competitors, and that's Georgia Whincup. She's making her way across to the front. Kate Spencer's going with her. Powell is in the black, hip number 11, is just leading that next pack on the track. But Whincup has gone to the front, not one of the favourites here. Maybe a little bit of collusion between the two New South Wales athletes, helping Kate Spencer to really set the pace alight, because there's also a race record, a meet record on offer at 9:03, which is just a couple of seconds outside Spencer's personal best. So it looks like there's a distinct mission at the front end of the field, Tamsin, with Georgia Whincup and Kate Spencer.
Yeah, they've definitely set the tone of the race. Unlike the 1500s earlier in the day, there's no cat and mousing with this field. They obviously want to have a fast time, and good on them. They've gone out there and they're attacking it.
Now Spencer in the pink top, she won the New South Wales Open titles just a couple of weeks back, 9:09.29. Now the meet record is 9:03.64, was set by Melissa Rollerson back in 2001. That would have been on the Olympic Park track, and she's, ironically enough, the only person that's gone back to back, won 2 of these titles. So a little bit of history on the line potentially for Spencer. She's in second place. Powell, the other one to watch, the Victorian, is leading that next group on the track.
And Courtney Powell's also in shape. She had a run out a few weeks ago, so she's ready to go as well. So this is going to be an enthralling battle, and it's going to be interesting to see. They clearly have different tactics. Courtney's going to take it easier, obviously, than Kate in the first few laps, and then obviously work through the back end. She's a very fit athlete, but Kate just wants to make them work a bit harder in the early stages of the race to make sure that it's a fast time.
So we see that second group of athletes on the track. It's the Queenslander in O'Brien, there with Powell. Now Amelia Mazza-Downie, the Victorian, she's chasing a World Youth qualifying time of 9:32.9. Now she's placed quite nicely towards the front end of the field in the red top of the Athletics Essendon Club. That's her on the plinth, second back in that second group of athletes on the track. Now they're moving through 800 metres in about 2:27. The 1,000 metre split's going to give us a real idea whether they're on target for that race record at 9:03.64. But it's Spencer that has gone to the front now. She's decided enough is enough. She wants to set the tone herself. And it's a long way to go in a 3,000 metre race to go yourself from the outset. And she's going to do it from the best part of the 1,000 metre mark, which we'll get very shortly, Tamsin.
It's a decisive move. She's gone past, and she's really looking for home already, and there's still 5 laps to go. So she looks fresh. She looks like she's in shape. She's obviously had some hit outs before tonight, so she knows that she's in shape, ready to go. And why not? If you can get close to a personal best and break a meet record, then go for it. So
3:02.82 as they went through the 1,000 metre mark. There's about a 7 or 8 second gap back to Whincup and a couple of extra seconds back to Powell. And that's how it will be at this stage. So through 1,000 metres, Spencer leads. Back to Whincup. Powell leads the next group on the track, which features the Queenslander in O'Brien and the Victorian Amelia Mazza-Downie. The field just starting to fracture up a little bit now, but it's Spencer at the front end of the field looking to go back to back and become only the second person to have achieved that feat. As we look at the scoreboard now, the results from the Open Men's 800 metres, Alex Rowe has taken out the A race, 146.91 ahead of Jared West and Alex Pettigrew. So a good start to the season for the Victorian from the St Kevin's Club, 146.91. So it'll be 4 laps to go for Spencer at the front of the field. As we see Powell now move past Whincup, O'Brien in the Morona Queensland in behind her. Then it's Amy McCormick, the Western Australian. Whincup just dropping back through the field. Mazza-Downie's there. Jessica Hull of New South Wales. Now she went to the World Junior titles over 1,500 metres. And that's our second pack on the track. But Kate Spencer, very defined at the front end of the field. Really driving style down the back straight and really trying to will herself forward. And she'll be coming up to the 2,000 metre split in 1 lap's time, which will give us a real indicator how she's tracking to her race schedule. Now Powell starting to drive the tempo herself she's decided she wants to go a little bit faster and is starting to really open up that second pack on the track, Tamsin.
Well, these two girls have had some great battles, obviously leading into World Juniors, and as you said, Spencer has the faster personal best, but Powell went over to the World Juniors and performed and finished in the top 10, which is a great effort at World Junior level. But clearly Kate's come off those World Juniors and she wants to prove the fact that she's obviously the better runner of the two, but I'm not sure. Courtney looks like she's chasing her down again, but it's a tough run for 3 laps out for Kate. She's going to have to be mentally tough, and she probably has her coach yelling splits at her, so she'll know what pace she's at, even though she's out there on her own. But Powell will be watching her back and trying to reel her back in.
And probably an indication of the calibre of athlete we have at the front end of the field now. Kate Spencer placed in the top 3 in the National 5K Championships. Now, the people that were between her, Emily Bricacek won it, but then it was Eloise Wellings who's running in the Zatopek tonight, and Maddie Heiner, who also went to the Commonwealth Games. She was 4th in the steeplechase and races the Zatopek tonight. So we're seeing potentially a future Zatopek runner in Kate Spencer at the front end of the field, really putting on a display, and she was impressive last year, but she's even more impressive this year.
She's very impressive tonight so far. She's only got a K to go, and she's really put the power down from the word go. You know, she went with the pace and she's pushed it along, and she's made sure that the time's going to be quick, and she's very gutsy athlete, and she's showing that she's going to be an athlete of the future. And Courtney's obviously a great athlete as well. It's exciting for distance running for female future of Australia.
Now, it was 6:03.82 through the 2,000 metre mark. Now, she's gone from a 3:02.82 first K, dropped the 3:01 in there in the second 2,000 metres. So Spencer is increasing her pace. She'll have 2 laps to go now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right behind her. The meet record we're looking at, 9:03.64. It's been sitting there since 2001. And Spencer is on the edge of pushing that mark a little bit further. Courtney Powell, 2 laps to go, the Victorian. Back to Mazza-Downie, the Victorian, in 3rd. And in 4th place there, 2 laps to go. Hip number 5, that's Amy McCormick.
Okay, we now just but also Amelia Mazza-Downie chasing up World Youth in 3rd place.
So it is Kate Spencer into the home stretch. We're going to watch the clock to see the task in front of her with 1 lap remaining. We really don't need to get behind the New South Wales runner, looking to go back to back and make a little bit of her own Zatopek history. She's going to collect the bell. Courtney Powell, the Victorian, entering the straight. McCormick and Mazza-Downie really in the box seat there. And that next group back on the track for the World Youth Qualifiers. 7:57 at the bell. 9:03 is the mark. The task is ahead of Kate Spencer, but she's really driving on, Tamsin.
You can see the difference in the two tactics. Obviously, Spencer's starting to feel the pinch a little bit. She's getting a bit tired, but she's still throwing those long legs out and driving for the finish line. But Powell's looking a lot fresher. She's obviously gone in with the race tactic to finish stronger, and she's definitely starting that kick for home, and she's looking fresh.
Now, Powell very smooth in her work. The other athlete we need to watch is Amelia Mazza-Downie. She's chasing the World Youth Qualifier. She's currently in 4th on the shoulder of McCormick, and the time we're looking for is 9:32.9. But we track our race leader now. She's at 200 metres to go, really trying to pick her way through the back markers of this field. And Kate Spencer, she's a 5,000 metre champion at the under-20 junior titles earlier this year. She was a bronze medalist in the open ranks. She won the Ondieki 3000 last year, and she's going to become only the 2nd person in the event's history to go back-to-back. We'll watch the clock. I think the record may just elude her, but the performance is impressive nonetheless. Kate Spencer, it's a name to watch. She'll take out the Ondieki and go back-to-back. A rare feat, 9:10.88 the time. And we hold the applause for Laura Powell, the Victorian. She'll make her way in and take the silver medal, 2nd place. And we've got to watch the clock for the World Youth Qualifier for Amelia Mazza-Downie. She's in 4th place at the moment. 9:32.9 is what we're watching for, and I think she's going to get it. 9:29, Mazza-Downie inside the World Youth Standard. An impressive run at the Zatopek in the Ondieki 3000, and I think we've seen some signs of something to come with Kate Spencer tonight, Tam.